Okay, we can do the same thing if we have a negative charge. So let's first review again. If you have a region of empty space and we want to get the potential difference between points A and B, it's just electric field times distance. So if we put this negative charge in this region of space and we let go, what will happen? There will be a force acting on the charge to the left. So it will start to gain speed. So initially the kinetic energy was 0, and that means the potential energy, the electric potential energy, was a maximum value. So that means as the charge goes to the left, the kinetic energy increases, which means the potential energy decreases. So this means that this position or this configuration is a configuration of high electric potential energy and kinetic energy is 0. This configuration is a configuration of low potential energy and the maximum kinetic energy. So this is exactly opposite of what happened for a positive charge. If you remember, for a positive charge, when the positive charge was at point A, that was a configuration of high potential energy. Now it's the opposite. Now when the negative charge is at point B, this configuration is a configuration of high potential energy. And the reason is because of this negative. There's a negative charge. So negative and positive charge, they have exactly opposite situation. So this configuration is a configuration of high potential energy, and this configuration is a configuration of low potential energy for a negative charge. How can we get the difference in potential energy between these two different configurations? We can get the difference in potential energy by finding the difference in potential between the 2 points and multiplying by the charge. Now, the charge is a negative charge, so the Q, I can write it as minus magnitude of Q. The potential at B is lower than the potential at A. So that means that VB minus VA is a negative number. The minus and minus cancel, and you get, as we expected, that U initial minus U final is a positive number, which means U initial is a large value, larger than U final. So this configuration is a configuration of high potential energy. This configuration is a configuration of low potential energy. And the potential difference between the 2 points in space doesn't depend on the charge that you've put in that region. So the potential difference between the 2 points in space depends only on the electric field that exists in this region. But if you talk about potential energy difference or difference in potential energy between two different configurations, this depends on the charge that you have in the region.